Hi, class. Glad you guys are here. We had a great book that we shared earlier this morning. Have you filled a bucket today? A guide to daily happiness for kids. And it's how we're starting our year. We're thinking about how do we want to treat people? How do we treat teachers in our building? How do teachers treat kids? How do kids treat each other? It's all about that idea of how do we build a community with the people around us every day. So let's take a look. It says students will generate verbs to complete a cloze passage that relates to the book. Have you filled a bucket today? So cloze passage might be new to you, but a cloze passage is a place where there are gaps. So this is our paragraph that we're going to want to fill in today using what we learned from the book earlier. And we're looking for verbs. Do you guys remember from last year when you were third graders what verbs are? Yeah, verbs show action. So we're going to be looking for some action words as we work today. Those action words are called verbs. And the reason that we need that is when you're working to fill someone's bucket, you are doing something. When you're doing something, you're demonstrating that action along the way. And then it says later today, you're going to use verbs in complete sentences. You're going to be writing to tell how you filled someone's bucket. So I want you to just think back over the story and what did they talk about? What kinds of things do bucket fillers do? You're right. Bucket fillers help. Oh, you're right. Bucket fillers are kind. So guess what? The word are is a verb. It's not an action word. We call it a linking verb. But that's true. They are kind. They are nice. What else? They smile. You're right, they do smile because they are friendly. What else might bucket fillers do? Oh. They invite kids to play on the playground. You're right. Somebody else said they ask friends to play on the playground. Invite or ask. They share. They say nice things. Say would be my verb. Okay. Help, smile, invite, ask, share. Oh, yeah, you guys are right. What do you call that when someone says something nice, like, I like your hair, or those are really cool shoes? Anybody have a word for that? Compliment. Excellent. That's a verb. I can compliment you on something. And compliments do make people feel good. So let's take a look at our cloze passage and let's see what it says. I don't want you to shout words out at me right now for what you're thinking might fit in the blank because I'm going to let you work in a group in a few minutes. But I want you to be thinking as I read it, what might work? Our school something every child and every adult to be a bucket filler. Bucket fillers something kind words. They also blank to people politely. Anybody getting some ideas? Ooh, somebody said you could use the word speak, which is kind of like say. Nice. A bucket filler will not do this or do this. Someone down on the playground. That would be bucket dipping. Instead, a bucket filler will blank. Someone up. A bucket filler will blank in a friendly way when he meets someone new. And she will something hello. This type of person will blank others to play. Let's adjust so we can see it all. And they something people with jobs and chores. They do not blank people by walking away or refusing to talk to them. If you are kind and thoughtful, you can be a bucket filler too. So, some of the verbs you need might be on the brainstorm list. You'll have to work with your group to see what makes sense. Some of the words that you need might not be there. Each one of you has a copy of the paragraph at your table. You're going to work together to talk about and decide. Please use your pencil. because you might want to erase when you read it. You might not like the word you choose the first time. Might take a couple tries. We're going to work for about 10 minutes and then we're going to come back to share. So as the students are working, I'm circulating around the room, checking in on them. If they're stuck on certain things, I might help them generate some other words that would be valuable and see what they come up with. When we come back together, I would ask 2 table groups to meet together and share what they wrote, see if they agreed on things, see if there's any place they had something different. And then we would ask for a couple of each table to share 1 or 2 of the ideas that go into here. We'll see what we can generate together. So that's the place we're at. Class, let's see what you came up with. Our school wants every child and every adult to be a bucket filler. Excellent. Nice word. I'm glad that you added wants. That's a verb. We need those action words in every sentence, don't we? They also blank to people politely. What did you use? Oh, they talk to people politely. You guys said speak. Do they both work? They talk to people politely or they speak to people politely? They are both verbs. Action words. A bucket filler will not, what did you say? Will not say mean things. Will not push. Ooh, will not say mean things or push someone down on the playground. That would be bucket dipping. Instead, a bucket filler will help someone up. Yeah. A bucket filler will talk in a friendly way, speak in a friendly way. There's those words you were using before. When you meet someone new, and she will say hello. This type of person will something others to play. What do you do with others when you want them to play with you? Oh, ask others to play or invite others to play, and they blank people with jobs or chores. What do you do for mom when you do chores at the house? You help. They will help people with chores. They do not blank people by walking away or refusing to talk to them. They do not ignore people. That's a good one. Okay. If you are kind and thoughtful, you can be a bucket filler too. Now, I want you to think about, you've had all morning here, you had lunchtime, you had recess. What have you done to help fill someone's bucket? Give me an example sentence. Let's do a couple samples over here. I asked Luis to play soccer with us. How do you think Luis felt when you asked him or you invited him to play soccer? Yeah, he was probably really happy to get that invitation. Give me one more idea. I told Elena that I liked her shoes. You gave a compliment, didn't you? Okay. When you told Elena that, it made her feel good. You were being a bucket filler. So when you look at these sentences, we're going to start them all with I, because I'm the one that's doing the bucket filling. But then you're going to have that action word. You'd have to have that verb that tells what you did. I asked, I told, thinking about those words. Okay. You can talk with a neighbor for about 3 minutes about the ideas you think you might write, and then we'll actually spend the rest of our time writing. See if you can come up with any more good verbs.